Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? We're probably not going to have an overhead screen because the phone is dead. I thought it was charging. Hi, Dar. I'm having technical difficulties myself. So, um, it is what it is, but I'm glad you're here. So, anyway, okay, you can hear me. Okay, so I'm going to have to rely on this screen to show you everything because of me and my technical difficulties. So, anyway, I bought these flasks a while back, a whole bunch of them, and they're plastic, which, if you think about it, if you're going to take a flask somewhere, it's lightweight and it will seal up because it has a plastic cap, just like this. Okay. And then they also give you this handy dandy little funnel with it. So it's a cute little set, but yeah, flasks are fun. And if you any more when you go in any place, they wand you. So if you have a metal flask, they're gonna take it. So these are perfect. So I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of them done. So I don't whether I'm pretty sure we told you, but Gretchen and I are going to go down to Jenna's fall craft show next Saturday or this Saturday coming up. So I'm super excited. But anyway, so now that my screen isn't working, this is gonna pose a challenge, but we've been there before. So I have this whole thing, which is the frames mold. I think it's vintage brooches, but it's frames. And I have more of these little skull things that I did in this Michael's silicone mold. And I did them with this stuff, this mix and mold resin. It's difficult to see things, mix and mold. Okay. I know, Jenna, I'm so excited. But here's the thing, I have to get it together. I don't know whether it's my snow globe fail last week or not, but I'm still trying, but I'm not going to keep trying before this weekend. I have so much to get ready for. So I have all kinds of projects going, and I don't feel like I have very many complete. I do have a lot of things already to bring, but I just have so much, that I want to do. So I'll get there. Okay, so we have all kinds of fun things to play with tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and pour these molds. I am really bummed that you're not going to be able to see overhead. I'm going to try to get that back. Now that we're charging, I'm going to try to see if we can get it back. But meanwhile, I'm just going to have to show you everything I'm doing. So I already used this mold, and I used some of this Tough Cast in black, which is a 2-part epoxy, and it cures in about 10 minutes. Jenna, I know it will be too. So I'm just super excited. So I'm going to be leaving early Friday morning, driving down to Gretchen's, and then Gretchen and I are going to go to Virginia and stay overnight in Virginia and do crafty stuff. You can even bring Christmas if you want. Oh, I was planning on it. Yes, I have Christmas stuff too. So, anyway, so we're going to be doing more crafty stuff at our hotel, and maybe have an adult beverage. I don't know. Jenna, you'll have to come over, join us, unless you're too busy the night before. But either way, it would be fun. And then Saturday is the show. We'll go to the show and then drive back to Maryland, but I'm going to stay overnight in somewhere close to Gretchen's. I forget where I'm staying. Anyway, and we're going to hang out a little bit there before I leave to go home, or before the night's over. Let's say that. So what I did with these frames molds is I poured 3 of them. And right now I bring a flask. Yes. I'm going to be bringing a bunch of flasks to sell. I might keep the other stuff in the original containers. But anyway, I'll show you what I'm doing here. These one I want to do decoupage. So I poured that 2-part epoxy, and it's still bendable. So, so right now all I have on here is a frame, and I want to do a little decoupage on here. Now's a good time to look at it to see if it needs adjusted, and it did need a little adjustment. Boy, Type 1 Thick and Quick is good stuff, isn't it? It just sticks. But I'm checking them all now. So I really wish I had my upper screen. I'm going to keep trying this. Yeah, so the snow globe, I'm not giving up. I'm going to make it snow. I am going to make it snow. I was so close because I tried again even that night because I found the thing that I lost. And I was so close. I figured out getting the oil in there and everything, but it leaked. So I need to seal it around the edges better. Then I think I got it nailed. So here's another frame one here. Gonna let that one dry. And then, is that the one I just looked at? No, this is another one. I poured 3 of them. And next I am gonna mix some up and pour it in. This is gonna stay on here, but another one. Okay, so we have these, and I'm gonna keep these set aside because we're not quite ready for them. And I have a feeling this is one of those nights when I'm just going to be making one big mess. Okay, so like I said, I have these little skulls in here, and I'm going to attempt to pour this 2-part epoxy over top of these, and hopefully that will work. If not, if it pours underneath, then it'll be another fail. I don't know how it'll work out with the black, but anyway, we're going to give it a whirl. So I'm going to get gloves on because I'm not always good about wearing a mask, but I do like to wear gloves. So, Dar, I saw those pictures you were sending in. I didn't see them yet. I saw that you were sending some. I'm anxious to see them. I can't believe how warm it is here. And yes, I was in the pool today. The water was 80 degrees. Oh, okay. Send in the last one. Okay, I'm using this scale. This is like a kitchen scale. And you can select whether you want what unit you want, grams or ounces. Really doesn't matter because I'm just doing even parts. So I'm going to put my cup on here and then I'm going to zero it out. So I just press it and then it goes to 0. Okay, so this is a 2-part thing and I'm doing even parts. What, we must have got your weather today. It was rainy and 65. Oh, no kidding. Wow. I hope it's nice Saturday. Is it calling for nice weather Saturday? Okay, so I'm pouring I'm going to pour like 40 grams, maybe. I have 39. Tomorrow we're supposed to get that. Then Thursday, the weekend's supposed to be gorgeous here. So I'm going to be pouring up to like 80 now. So we have even parts by volume. Okay. So I went past it. And you know what? I don't always mix it perfectly. So what I am struggling with right now is clear resin. So I use this deep pour stuff. I ordered some quick, and I also have, Grace, don't. My dog. Oh, here we go. Hush. 77 and sunny. That's perfect. 82 and partly cloudy. That's good too. I'll take it. We have a nice tent that Jen is providing, and we'll be out of the sun either way, so it'll be nice. So I'm just mixing this up. It'll take a few minutes. Should wear a mask. Definitely should wear a mask, but it's hard to do a live and wear a mask. So at least I'm wearing the gloves, but I do have this handy dandy little mask that I got. And it is a good thing. So when we have our crafty night, we're going to play with UV resin. Definitely have much more success with UV resin for small things. You know, it's not that I don't have success with other stuff, but it's just, oh, Grace, shut up. Sorry, I'm just trying stuff, you know. He has to bark at the dogs outside. It's like, what's the point? So anyway, yeah, I'm a little mad at the deep pour resin right now. And I'm going to try turning this phone back on so maybe I can get some overhead action here for you. But I'm going to hurry up and pour because I can feel this getting warm. It's warm out, so it doesn't take long. I hope this works. I might have to pour some more. That looked kind of crooked. Yeah, it's getting real warm in here, so it won't take long for these to set up. Yeah, it's already setting up like in the cup. I can feel it. I hope I get this mold poured. Okay, I'm going to use this knife and see if I can pull some out here. Get the last bits, and I'll mix some more. Oh, it's getting gummy already. Yeah, when it's warm out, this 2-part stuff sets up super fast. Okay, time's up on that. Change now, and it says 80 in full sun. I love it when the weather just keeps changing. The forecast keeps changing. Time is it? It's already 7:18. I'm going to let those guys cure a little bit. And we're going to try some stuff. So I would like you guys to help me out a minute and think about some Halloween words. Like, I've thought about one, which is RIP, rest in peace. Because I have this whole jar of Scrabble tiles here. And I thought that could be fun with some of these too. So I have one that says RIP. We're going to do some stamping and use those. And I'm really mad because this overhead isn't working. Let me see if I can get this phone on. I had no idea my battery was so low. And then I had it plugged in, but I guess it came out of the charger and I didn't know it. So you know how it is, lives. Okay, so that's not happening. So we're giving up on that. All right, so let's do some decoupage. Let's pull the tape off of these guys. I think I can get rid of my gloves for now. I don't know if people keep leaving me or not, but we're down to 2. Honestly, I wouldn't blame anybody for leaving because tonight seems like I'm still in my hot mess mode. What can you do, right? Okay, boo, eek, witchy, perfect, spooky. I kind of want to stick to like 3-letter words because of this. I don't have much room, but I could maybe do like kind of a Scrabble tile thing and cross like, boo and something else, spooky or something. Maybe that might work. Okay, so we're just sticking with these same images that we've been using, and I ran a bunch of different things off on the printer on the rice paper, and so we're just going to use some of these images on here. And I tried these guys again. This guy's close to the edge, so he ran off. But anyway, let's look at the ravens. Let's just kind of focus on them and show you what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it apart first. And right before we started, I looked to see if my scissors were here. There they are, the invisible scissors. No, I like that. Boo. Yeah, I was thinking boo. And then maybe we can do a Scrabble tile thing with spooky and boo. So I'm just cutting these apart, and I'm going to use my fingernail and hold it against here and just kind of go around there, see where it'll go. I wish you could see it overhead, but you guys are the best. You just stick through me. It's true. Stick through with me through thick and thin when things aren't working out, and you always make me feel good about it. Recognize some of those images, but your prints are much better. My prints. Okay, so I have this sized up. Your printer is an issue? What's going on with it? Okay, so this is going to fit in here. We're just going to decoupage that. And I'm going to just do these other ones while I'm here. And I keep reaching over to try the phone. Okay. Considering Dar's tactic, looking for my hammer. Yep, well, we still have the video if you need instruction on that. Okay, now this one's not quite big enough, so let me get one of these other ones. Maybe I'll do the cat. I just love this little cat. So, just going to use my fingernail again. Go around. So I'm making a wreath from spindles. And I sent Jenna the picture, and I'm still working on it. Actually, some of those spindles I think are too long. I'm going to cut down some of them, and I'm waiting for some ribbon and all kinds of stuff. So that's not an unfinished project, but I also want to cut some more spindles to do like Christmas ornaments because I thought that would be cool. So many ideas in my head, and this is different for me to get ready for a show because I haven't been doing it for a long time. You know, I just do things for the shop and put them in, but getting things ready kind of in bulk is different for me. Oh, good. I'm glad you can see it. Okay. This is the one that's going to go in here. Okay. And then this one's really small. So, I don't know what I have that's that small. Maybe the spider that's in here will fit in there. It's going to have to be squared off, but that might work. Okay. So Gretchen, how are your projects coming? Now, are you working on are you doing the Taylor Swift thing? I think you said you were. And Jenna, are you doing that one too? I have my piece for it. Okay. That one looks like the corner's off, but it's black in the corner. So it's just going to have to be that way. Okay, so I have some Mod Podge here. And I've had this Mod Podge. This stuff doesn't dry up. I mean, I've had it in this plastic bag for weeks every time I use it. So it is what it is. Oh, my phone's at 1% now. That's awesome. Okay, so he's got to dry. You don't think you'll be able to do the Tay-Tay one? Too many obstacles unrelated to the project. I understand. Love that. 1%. Yep. Oh, well, that was my bad. I just really wasn't paying attention. I was like making hotel reservations and listening to music today. So I guess I just wasn't even paying attention because usually my phone's not that low. And when I plug it in, it It's fine, but oh well. That one's going to be cute. And then we'll get this crow. Ow. Get that one done. And we'll let them dry and we'll unmold, hopefully, and see these other ones. Doing a jail and bail for American Cancer Society. So you don't know if you have time, but you're doing the thrift picture. Oh, cool. They're going to put you in jail, Jenna? Are you having it at your place? They've done that here before. Okay, so we're going to let those dry. And vacation from September 26th to the 5th, so that cuts down. Well, you deserve a vacation, though. You've been working really hard. Oh, your son wants to do it, but getting a video produced is an issue. Personally, I hope he gets a job this week and runs out of time. Okay, well, that should be a relatively easy one to film, and edit. Not too many moving parts. I mean, you're kind of going to be in the same place when you're painting. Maybe video some of the, when you're shopping for it and all that. All right, let's unmold these guys and see, because we kind of want them to be still. Of course not. You can't even see the skeleton, the skull. Guys, I'm bummed. Let's see what this one looks like. Nope, same thing. Oh well, we're not going to cry over failed projects, are we? Terrible. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll salvage that. We will, because it's still. Oh, okay. Are you laughing at me, Dar? I don't blame you. What I'm going to do is get these while they're still a little bendy and put them on here, and we'll just decoupage them. We're not going to let them go to waste, that's for sure. This just makes you want to go live, doesn't it, Dar? All this fun I'm having. Speaking of going live, we'll be going live tomorrow night, right? Flippin' Bunch, where Crystal is hosting, and we are talking about the different furniture eras, like part 2. We're moving on, and Jenna and Mara are going to be with us. See all 5 of us tomorrow night. And yeah, I'm using my fingers here. I probably let these go a little bit too long, and the hair dryer's not down here. Actually used it on my hair for a change. Okay. So yeah, I'm not thrilled about that, but oh, you know what we might be able to do? There's a couple that are left. I might be able to glue it over that. So I got to get the glue off my fingers. I have baby wipes here. If we can get a couple flasks done, I'll be happy. Like completely start to finish. I do want to stamp some too. Okay, so I'm just wiping off the glue around the outside, and then I'm going to do what I did before and put the tape on it because it's going to help it conform. These are pretty flat, but they have a little bit of a bend to them. So I just want to conform to that. Yeah, so just so you know, it doesn't work to put something down in like 10-minute epoxy. I don't know what I could have done to make it better, to make it work. I mean, I'm thinking of all the things I could have done, like maybe a little clear resin under there. But clear resin takes 24 hours to cure, so I could have used some UV resin, but UV resin's not going to penetrate that. So I don't really know what the answer would be. But hey, we tried it, and now we know that doesn't work. So, hey. But it's not like the snow globe where I'm determined to make it work. We will. Gretchen, I do. And sorry, Levon, I stepped away for a second. What did I miss? Oh, well, you missed the fact that I had, poured these little guys. I put these little guys in here and then poured this 2-part resin in there. Didn't work. So this is how they came out. So, like I said, I don't know what I could have done to make that better, because if I'd have put a little bit of clear resin in there, I don't know whether I could have actually glued it. I don't think that would work. So I just won't be trying that one again. I have to bring you your molds too. I was looking for my hollow house mold. I think that's what it's called. It's probably not. Anyway, couldn't find it. I have it though. So Happy Hollow, I think it's called. Anyway, we'll find it. We'll get it. So now I'm going to set these aside to dry. And let's try the stamp one, because the resin, or the, yes, the decoupage is still drying. It's getting there. We don't have much to do with those, but so yeah, I might be able to take this and glue it on there. That might work. You never know till you try, right? Okay, so I love this. Where did they go? Okay. The Apothecary mold stamp and the Velveteen stamp. I watched someone trying to suspend glitter like a galaxy in resin, and I was attempting a couple drops of Elmer's glue with mixed results. Interesting. So we want to do the RIP. Let me try finding enough letters to do. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Well, what I was thinking was the RIP, not stamping the letters, but using the Scrabble tiles, but I wanted to put them inside one of these labels. Let's see if we can get them to fit in one. Here's kind of a better close-up. So I'm going to try. Oh, I think that'll work. Let me see. I'll hold it up so you can see it in a second. Kind of, sort of. I mean, that's only going to be a stamp, so we'll give it a whirl. It's like the least of my worries. Okay, so pulling out all these. And I have my white stamp pad. Oh, the about the printer. Gotcha. Yep, we still have that video. So Gretchen, if you need instruction, we can show you Dora's method. Okay, now the one thing I didn't consider is this is going to go around the edges. And once again, I wish you could see overhead, but okay, so I'm just going to center it and then I'll show you. Okay, I'm going to put it down a little lower because I am going to glue on one of those little skulls. Yes, both your printer and Lester, those are things that stay. Okay, I had to go around the corner, so that didn't work really well, but okay, so if we do this and the RIP, we'll try that. We'll see what that looks like. I'm just going to use the glue I've been using, the Tight Bond Quick and Thick, except my, you know, I can't talk tonight. This thing isn't working right. Your new printer needs a few love taps, huh? You give it to it. No, don't do that on a new printer. Go to the Geek Squad. Everything's just so, difficult to set up these days. And they say it's easy, but they lie. Okay, I'm going to wipe this up afterwards. I'm just getting, okay, this is P. Oh, there it is. Of course, I dropped it. Be sure to do an updated video. Yes. Oh, you mean the printer? Yes. Yeah, for sure. Dar takes on another printer. All right. So I'm going to do the eye first because it's in the center. And again, I wish you guys could see overhead. But I'll show it to you. Good thing Type On Quick and Thick holds pretty well right off the bat. I think that one's pretty cute. Of course, it has to dry. And then I'm probably going to spray all of these with clear sealer. Can't believe how slow this decoupage medium is taking to dry. Maybe I just used a lot or something, but it's just taking forever. Usually it doesn't take that long. And the funny thing is the bigger hammer, huh? The funny thing is the epoxy is drying like crazy, and the decoupage paper is not. Okay. This stuff's good. Sparkling ice, zero sugar, strawberry, starburst flavor. Pretty good. All right. So I'm going to try to find the letters for Boo and Spooky, and we'll do a little cross board. Okay, I found an O and an O. That's a good start. Then I'll need, oh boy. I don't think a blank would do much good in this situation. Thanks, Jenna. So I've got enough O's, got lots of O's. Of course, this wasn't like, I don't think specifically from one game. This probably is a bunch of random tiles, but there's a lot of blanks in here. I want to find real letters. Oh, Y. It's probably going to be tough to find a K and an S. Oh, there's a K. Okay, we need a B and an S. Isn't that a bunch of BS? Oh, there's a whole jar. We should be able to find it. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Okay, looked at all of these. So I still need a B and an S. Found the S. I hope it's not too big for the flask. Like it looks like it's almost too big. B. There's a B. Okay. So I'll show you what I'm going to attempt to do. At least I'm finally doing something with these Scrabble tiles. I mean, they've been moved around for 10 years. And this, Jenna, this has been a great impetus for me to clear out a lot of stuff in my craft stash. Like, who knows how long these flasks would have gone. I might have had a class with them, but, you know, who wants to go to a flask class? You guys would, and it would be fun. I have to get some classes scheduled, by the way, down at Cosmic Charlie's. I have a list of ideas for them. Okay, so what I want to do is put spooky long ways. I'm going to see if it fits first. Keep your fingers crossed. I think it's going to work. Oh, come on. Just fits. And BOO. That's cute. Okay, I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to get it glued on, and then I'll show you in a minute. Cleaning out is great. You have a house with 3 housefuls of stuff. So, yeah, I understand. Believe me, I understand. I mean, so when I first started my business, I mean, I had been collecting stuff, and then people started giving me stuff. So I had like a whole bottom floor of a building basically full of stuff, and then had to move and then filled up a basement full of stuff and kind of an upstairs little room. You know, believe me, if you give me room, I will fill it. So then, you know, then I have access to a warehouse. So then there's stuff there. Then I have a workshop and there's stuff there. So Thursday, I'm going to be moving the rest of my stuff out of the warehouse and taking it to the workshop. So this is a big step. You know, this is getting rid of one area of storage, and I was hoping not to have to rent any more storage. So these are big things for me because I'm letting go of a lot of stuff. I actually used the dumpster and got rid of some stuff. So big steps for me. Okay, so now I have to find the letters again. Y is the one I want to start with. And I have glue all over the bottom of it. So, okay, I'm going to start at the bottom and just kind of center it and work my way up. And then I'll show you what I'm doing here in a second. Okay. I don't want to get glue really anywhere else on this thing because it'll leave marks probably. I think this one will be kind of cute. It's SP. So you should see, like, outside in my yard. I took a video of it because I want you guys to see it. It looks like a little like flea market because I brought some of the stuff and I put it under this tent, and that's where I'm working on some of my craft stuff. So my brother-in-law once told my mom, when she was like a gas, she filled her available space. 1/3 of my house is full of her stuff, maybe more. I know. It's hard to let go of sentimental stuff like from your parents. I understand. Both my parents are gone, and then Tom's mom, she passed away, and we had houses, to clean out, and I get it. And it goes in waves, of I can't get rid of this, and then I got to get rid of this. So there's that, but I think it still needs something else. Okay, so one other thing that's really cute with these is when you kind of make the whole package. So I printed off this sheet, and I put it on. I like stamp those cardboard tags, and it says like hand wash only, something else, and drink responsibly or something like that. But it looks real cute in a frame. So I use the stamps on the actual tag to it too. So I will show you what that looks like complete. But you're creating a backyard space. Yeah, it gives you extra room. It's really, yeah, I'll get in trouble if I start working on the deck. I do work on the front porch sometimes, though, and sometimes I will sit on the back porch. But, it's nice to be able to sit out sometimes. Okay, these aren't still quite dry, but I'm going to take this one because it's more dry, and also the Raven. And I'm going to use, I don't know whether to use gilding wax or the pen, the gold pen. I love this thing. First time you ever wished you had a garage. Well, we have a garage, but we actually have cars in the garage. But we do have, thank you. We do have a shed, but the lawnmower and stuff is in there. So if I put stuff in the garage, I'll be, losing my happy home, as my mother used to say. So I'm just using this gold marker from Dixie Belle. And I did get myself another one of these because the tip of this one's kind of chewed up a little bit. Can you hand paint a spider web around those letters? Oh, challenge. Probably. That's a great idea. I have to look at it a little bit and envision it, but yeah, that's a great idea. Add a little something to it. Oh, I do have some Halloween stamps. Like they're all crows. Um, no spiders, but that would be, and like that's like one of the easiest things to draw, but yet when you say hand draw, it's like, oh, scary, you know? Okay, so that's what that is looking like. You can't really see the kitten very well, but there's the kitten and the pumpkin. And once it's dry, you'll be able to see it better. But so I'm gonna get, that's a problem when you put these molds on here. They're top heavy. So you would put the cars in the garage, but my husband would put stuff, which is why we were always lucky to avoid a house with a garage. How to stay married. Yeah, I gotcha. Thank you. Yes, I totally understand. Compromise is the name of the game. And yeah, I know he does a lot of things, to make me happy that he might not want to do necessarily. So I don't know. I just feel like that's part of the game, right? So I'm gonna take, like I said, these fall over when they have those molds on them. So what I'm going to try to do is balance it out a little bit with the tag. I might actually, I don't have those copies made. I have to make them of the care tag, I call it, the hang tag. But right now, I'm going to cut enough ribbon. And this is the same one I used. No, I didn't on that. I used a different one. But anyway, so I'm going to tie it around the neck, and I will tie that tag to it. But then I'll also tie one of the flasks or one of the funnel to it. And it does just make a nice little package. Now I have to find my pokey tool. Where is it? Here it is. My scribing pen that I use for everything. And I'm going to use it to poke the ribbon through that tiny little hole on the funnel. Hopefully. I have my contacts in. These are new contacts. And I don't think they work as well as my old ones did. Okay, I'm going to keep trying here, guys. I'm going to get it. This is one of those kinds of things. It's within reach, but it's going to give you a hard time. There we go. Okay, so like I said, I'll also tie the tag to this. So I'll probably put a knot in there or something, but it'll be cute. Yes, I have multifocal lenses. So keeps it upright for sale, but flasks don't really need to be upright for use. True, they're going to be in a purse or something, a bag. But yeah, I think once all this stuff's on, if you kind of put that in the back and the tag in the back, it'll probably balance itself out. I have wooden tags too. So, oh Jenna, I'm afraid to draw on this. Why? because the letters aren't perfect. They're definitely not perfect. Thanks, Jenna. Which one? This guy? They are going to be cute with the tags on them. I think they. So you think they'll sell? You think your customers will like those? You're going to have to help me with pricing because you know, in your area. I mean, I'll look on Etsy. Do you kind of judge your pricing? Like, do you kind of compare it to Etsy? My gosh, these things are good. I'm definitely getting some more of those. Okay. Next. All right. Okay. Let me look here a second in my bag of goodies. I just want to take a quick look at those Halloween stamps that I have and see. The only problem is I just don't know what they'll look like. Like, what would a crow look like in white, but it's against a black background. I don't know why I'm afraid to draw a spider web. Oh, you mean if you priced it like Etsy, it wouldn't sell. Okay, gotcha. That's too big. Trying to find something that'll work here. I think that might work. You'll have to let me know what you think of this. I know you can't see what I'm talking about. Notice that Facebook prices here are extremely low, which I find odd because the cost of living here is not cheap. No. That's interesting. I'm going to use a baby wipe on here first in case there's any black ink on there. All right, wish me luck, guys. Trying to keep a steady hand here so the stamp actually turns out all right. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I'll show you in a second. I'm gonna take one more little piece off of here. It's like there's a burning candle, or there's like a thing that looks like a jar, or a bottle of like a potion or something. So maybe that'll be good. Okay, so I did a crow on a skull and that little bottle. You can zoom in. Oh, sweet. Cool. There it is. Okay, lost my little tip. Okay, so obviously I'm going to do the same thing with this and the lid and all that good stuff. All right, well, flasks are coming your way, girl. I don't know. What do you think? I bought these in bulk, so is maybe $6 reasonable, or would you say $8? What would you say in your area? I'm sure tumblers go for more. Hubby's a Scrabble, 6 to 8. Okay. Your hubby's a Halloween fanatic. That's cool. A Scrabble and Halloween. Oh, wow. Well, this just hits both of his things. Grizz, hush. my gosh, it's 8:02. All right, I'm just going to put one more of these things on, and then what I will do is I'll make a tag and I'll show you guys what the completed look is, but I'm going to keep working on these and maybe I'll come up with a couple different other designs, but at least I know, if nothing else, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the little thingy on there. So I think the little ribbon makes it cute. And like I said, I have some other stuff coming, supplies. So we'll just keep plugging away and see what we can do. This looks wet because it's glossy sealer. I still have tape on here. I'll just do one more with the gilding. And then I also do have that crazy color shift dragonfly paint too. Might be able to do something. You'd pay more than that for an October 30th anniversary gift. Oh, wow. I have friends who got married on Halloween, too. That's pretty cool. Did you have a costume reception? They didn't have a costume reception, but after their reception, of course, I was much younger then, but after their reception, we all went to a Halloween party, like a bar that was having a Halloween party. So, yeah, I'm going to have to dig out my new pen because it would make life a little more easy. But I do love these pens. I mean, I love gilding wax. Don't get me wrong. But this is definitely easier because I don't have to worry about getting the wax on the flask in this case, because it wouldn't look good. But I do have a little glue residue to get rid of here. But there's another one. I like this one too. I think people like stuff like that, spooky stuff. So I hope we did a Renaissance masquerade reception. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. You're going to have to show me some pictures from that. You're going to have to dig some up. How many years is it? This one might be fun to do the web in the background. It's just that little spider on there. It still looks really weird and wet, so I don't know. This one I think is still drying, so I'm just going to let it dry. This one, I think it'll look cuter once the ribbon is on there. Definitely love this guy. 26 years. Wow. All right. Well, guys, I think that's it for tonight. I still might come up with some more ideas for flasks, but definitely bringing some of those down to you, Jenna, along with a bunch of other stuff. So Jenna, coffee hands. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I didn't see that. The pen is probably easier for those of us who have coffee hands. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, again, I thank you for joining me. And I'm glad we were here together because I got this stuff done. Yeah. Right. Well, maybe lay off the coffee. No, I hear you. I drink far too much caffeine. It's tea in my case, but then followed, like, I have either 3 or 4 cups in the morning. That's bad. And then I'll have, like, sometimes a Diet Pepsi, and that doesn't help either. So, all right. Great ideas. Love this. Thank you. And can't wait to see you both. Good night, Dar, and see you tomorrow. We can't wait to see you either. I can't wait to see Gretchen, and then I can't wait to see you. So, all right, guys. I love you. Have a great night. Bye.